Good day. It's week 3. My goal for my speech today is to talk about gun control, the laws that were passed in Colorado, and some of the flaws behind the actual laws they put into place. Last year, there was a bill placed in front of the Colorado State Senate to ban large capacity magazines. There was many people who got up and spoke on behalf of the magazine saying, hey, we have the right to hold as many rounds as we want. Well, in the end, the Democrats voted straight down the party line to ban any magazine that held more than 15 rounds. And I know you ask yourself, why would you even need more than 15 rounds in any given situation? I agree 100%. In combat, when we're out there shooting, we like to have as many rounds as possible. Now, the state police say a fixed or detachable magazine, box, drum, feed strip, or similar device capable of accepting or that is designed to readily be converted to accept more than 15 rounds of ammunition. That is the definition of a large capacity magazine. My point on this one is designed to be readily converted to accept more than 15 rounds of ammunition. Here's the flaw behind this. This is a magazine. This one here is out of an XD40. This is a 12-round magazine, which is completely legal. The problem ends up being is this piece on the very end. This is the base plate. Now, the base plate on a magazine, press the button, slide the plate comes off. There's 5 pieces of this magazine. You have the base plate. You have the floor plate. You have the spring, the follower, and the steel tube. The problem lies in with the base plate. You notice how easy I took that off. Press a little button, comes right up in my hand. Now all I have to do is put an extended spring in here, give it a little more tension, and get a piece that replaces this that slides right onto the end just the same way as this did and extends me out another 5 rounds or so. Now this one here, 12-round magazine. If I extend it past 15, it would be illegal. This one's legal because I owned it prior to the law being in effect. And as long as I don't put an extension on it, it's completely legal. But as easy as that, the plate goes back on, slide, bam, and it's done. Now you ask, why would you want to take it apart in the first place? The reason is cleaning. That is why it was designed in such a manner. Everything comes apart easy, quick. You get the sand out of there, you get any dirt out of there. You don't have the wear and tear on your magazine. I really don't want to replace this magazine. So it's going to end up costing me $30 to replace it. But if I can replace a spring, I'm looking at a lot less money. That's why I want to have it so I can take it apart, clean it, put it back together. Now you ask, why would a person put an extender on there in the first place? Why did a person design it? Because they could. They figured it out. They said, this is why it is. I can do it. Far be it from me. If a person wants to do it and they do it and it's lawful where they're at, so be it. Personally, I don't care to have more rounds than my magazine's going to hold in the first place. Now you ask, legal or not legal? To give you a small example, I put a semi-automatic weapon in this hand, and I put a fully automatic conversion kit in this hand. Both of them are legal. I put them together and I make a fully automatic weapon. Now I've committed an illegal act. Now I have a felony, I can go to jail. Separate, legal, put them together, I've broken the law. Same with the magazine as far as I'm concerned. Though it is the law right now because uninformed people passed a law that they did know nothing about. Most of those people never shot a gun in the first place. In conclusion, I'd like to state something that James Madison, one of our founding fathers, said. Besides the advantage of being armed, which the Americans possess over people of almost every other nation, the existence of subordinate governments to which the people are attached, and by which the militia officers are appointed, forms a barrier against the enterprises of ambition, more insurmountable than any which a simple government of any form can admit of. Notwithstanding the military establishments in the several kingdoms of Europe, which are carried as far as the public resources will bear, the governments are afraid to entrust people with arms, or trust people with arms. They're afraid of what they don't know. The fear of the unknown and of the guns is there. Of course, back then he was talking about the Europeans. He was talking about us being controlled by England and us breaking free. But we run into the same situations now where the laws, the Second Amendment rights are still there. So that's my conclusion. I hope you enjoyed the information. I hope you learned a little bit something about a magazine and why they do that. If you have any questions, hit me up on the board. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. Give me the feedback. I know there's a couple things in there, but I always enjoy the feedback. So thanks a lot. I enjoy, and I'll see you next time.